What's up? Right now, right here with ShaanMu and Ananya on Facebook Live. Guys, I'm so excited to be back on the Nykaa Facebook Live because last time I had so much of fun. And I think we are going to start with the metallic look. Do you like metallic look, Ananya?
Love.
So we are going to start with the metallic look. So when I say about metallic look, it's really in trend right now. And Nykaa has really amazing stuff lying in front of me. And I tested them out like 5 minutes before and they're really stunning. But I'm going to use their stuff and play around a lot. So let's start with the base. So I'm going to start with the base. So I'm using the Nykaa Skin Genius in Almond Beige number 2 for Ananya. And what I do usually whenever I use a base, I mix my bases. So it can be a moisturizer or any sunscreen, which is really nice. So it becomes much more lighter. So I'm using a moisturizer and I'm mixing this base with it. And so I'm applying it very little. Ananya has really good skin, so she doesn't really need much regarding the creams.
Ruchi wants to know what kind of a base should she go for a metallic look?
The base you should never change actually. You should use whatever base you have always, and it should be what matches your skin the most. But the blusher what you guys can use can have a little effect of that shimmer, or yeah, the base should be always the same. Whatever look you guys do, whether it's a smoky eye or metallic look or matte look or natural look, whatever it is, always try to keep the makeup base as natural and same as possible. So now I'm using my brushes. It blends easier when you guys use brushes. The beauty blender is also magical, but for me sometimes I prefer the brush, and in the end I like to touch up it with my beauty blender. So,
Beju wants to know if she should put on foundation or concealer first.
It depends on you. Sometimes if you have extreme dark circles and all, definitely then start with the concealer first, which is like a color corrector. But I prefer always to do the whole base, like on the face, on the neck, whatever you guys are doing, finish it and then use the concealer in the end, because then you can just focus on the problematic areas. So that's always easier. And guys, make sure whenever you guys do base, use the same base wherever you guys see the skin, like on the neck. Even what I do is in the end of once my whole base and makeup is done, I even take the same color and apply it on the hand so that in the picture you guys don't see any color difference.
Shika has a chubby neck and wants to know how can she prevent foundation from settling in the creases.
It's a very good question, because a lot of Indian people, they ask me this question, and a lot of actresses face this problem because you have this line and you want to cover it up. So the best thing is to have a powder puff so that you can powder puff it in between when you sweat, because India is a very humid country and people sweat on the neck a lot. Or what you can use also, after just using a tissue paper with your fingers, just blend it back. But it's a very normal thing. You cannot really prevent it, and especially when you're wearing also something in white and all, it starts bleeding. So be very careful. But I would say just carry a powder puff so that you can blend it all the time in back. So now I'm using the concealer from LA Girl Pro Concealer. So I'm using 2 colors. One is a little darker, deeper, so that I can conceal Ananya doesn't have really much dark circles, but so I'm using first a darker one, which is equal to her skin tone, and I'm just going to draw exactly where she needs it. And then I'm using the lighter one just to pop it up a little bit. So I'm using this too. And I'm using my favorite under eye brush and I'm blending it in. And guys, this is a really good concealer, what I can say actually. I haven't used it much, but today using it, I really realized it's really good. And it's worth it. You guys can see, it's actually blending very well.
Bryony wants to know how can she keep her makeup from getting patchy?
Patchiness comes because if you don't blend it well, it starts looking patchy and it gives you not the smooth effect. So I would say always most important is blend as much you can, because the more you blend, the more it settles down into your skin, and you can use a nice beauty blender to blend it. I don't know how you blend your base, but for me, beauty blender and brushes are very important. But otherwise, like I said, carry your own powder puff always anywhere, so that if you feel like it's too patchy or something, start removing or buffing. With any brush, start buffing, so automatically it blends in, and there won't be patchiness. Look straight. So I'm using this Pro Concealer also on small areas where there are small marks. Like, it's really good because it has a brush on it, so you can just use it with the brush and with your hands. Show me this way.
Vandana wants to know how can she hide her pigmentation around the mouth.
For the pigmentation, for Indian skin tone especially, you need a little yellow to it. So you have to go and see which has a really nice yellow tone underneath, so that you can conceal the pigmentation around the mouth area. Or even some Indian skin has it on the forehead. So if you use a nice concealer just around that area, it needs to be a little bit heavier than the normal concealer, but that's the easiest way to conceal pigmentation around the lips. And make sure whichever concealer you guys are using, make sure it's one shade darker than your skin, and then use your base on top of it, because otherwise it turns gray. So either use something which has yellow in it, or a concealer which is one shade darker. So now we are done with the base. Now it's time to settle it down, but I'm going to do for this look a little bit face cutting. So I'm using again the LA Pro Deep Dark Concealer for cutting the face. I mean concealing, like to contour the face. I'm using that only, which a lot of people get always confused and they say, oh my God, can we use the same thing for multiple things? Yes guys, if it blends, you guys can use it for multiple things. So even for this question before, which you guys asked me right now about how to conceal it around the mouth area, if you have extreme deep, you guys can use the concealer deep also, so that it blends with your skin, and then use your base on top of it, so that there's no grayness at all.
Minal is confused. She doesn't know what's better, contouring or strobing.
I would say for India, it would be contouring, because it's already humid, and strobing is, I would say, contouring. Definitely contouring. Right? So I'm going to blend it down. So I've used the concealer for the contouring part also. I haven't used any special product. I've just used the concealer itself.
Why do you recommend contouring over strobing?
For me, I'm used to more contour, because then it's more sharper, and then, as I said, for the humid weather in India and all, I think contouring, if you are just contouring and finishing it and then powder, then you are done. You don't need to strobe it again, where they say they apply it again and again. So I prefer this one more. So I'm not into using a primer also, which a lot of people ask me, well, which is the best primer? India doesn't need really a primer, or I don't think it's for Indian weather so much. So I prefer the olden way. So these two things are done. So, okay. So to set the makeup, I'm going to use the Milani Prep and Set Go powder. So what I do is I usually always mix two colors together. So what I do is I'm going to use a foundation, a compact powder, which is similar to Ananya's skin tone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this two, because I always feel if you mix, just put white powder, sometimes it can look a little patchy in pictures. So what I do is I always mix any compact powder you have, and with a setting powder, then it won't look patchy at all, and it blends better to the skin, into the skin. So I'm applying this too, okay. and powder it well so that...
Sneha has oily eyelids and wants you to recommend good eye makeup.
If you have an oily eyelid, please, a lot of people, what they do is wrong, is they apply the base into the eyelid, which is really wrong, and that brings the grease more stronger. So guys, if you have already really strong eyelid, which is really oily, I would say avoid using any, like there are primers, of course, you can use good eyeshadow primers, but I would say just use a powdery eyeshadow and make sure every half an hour, again as I said, just dab it. But if you have extreme oily eyelid, please avoid your base because that makes it more oily. So no base at all. So straight, just use a really strong mattifying cream underneath and just use your eyeshadow, that's the best. So now we are going into the eyeshadow area. Now we are going to use for the metallic look. So the look what I'm giving you guys is not extremely a strong metallic eye and a metallic lip, which is too much for anybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use few products. I'm going to give you guys how to do a metallic eyeliner. If you guys even don't have a metallic eyeliner, how to do it with a powder I'm going to show you guys. So to get this look, I'm going to use the MUA Makeup Academy Professional Eyeshadow Palette, which is quite metallic, if you guys can see. So it's really nice of MUA, M-U-A, the eyeshadow palette, and I'm using this bronzy, what is it called, more a rose gold kind of an eyeshadow, which I'm going to use on Ananya. So there are two ways to get the metallic colors out, is by spraying water. I don't know if you guys know the trick. So you guys can spray just a little bit water in your brush, and especially if you have an oily eyelid, this works like magic. Just apply it with a wet brush, and trust me, it won't grease the whole day. So I'm using...
Richa wants to know how can you prevent her eyeshadow from creasing?
Same. It's the easiest way is by using, make it wet. So what happens is now, once it dries, it becomes really matte, like a pancake, like it's super caked eyeshadow that doesn't move at all. So whenever I feel the eyeshadow has to stay for a whole day, what I do is I use I wet it and I directly apply it on the eyeshadow. So that doesn't move and it stays the whole day.
Janelle wants to know what looks better on Indian skin tones, rose gold, silver or gold?
Definitely no silver, guys, definitely not silver. Rose gold goes really well, but some rose gold you have to be very careful. It can make you either dull also or like really fresh also. I really like this rose gold of this MUA Makeup Academy. It's really nice. It gives you that freshness. I don't know if you guys have seen this song I did recently for a gentleman, Disco Disco. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, I've used really heavy lashes and metallic rose gold eyeshadow. So it depends from company to company, but this rose gold I'm really excited even to put. It's really nice rose gold, but I would say rose gold. And gold is a safe option. Not that yellow gold, that more bronzy gold suits more to Indian skin. But I would say rose gold is right now in trend, so go with rose gold. And usually I always do the socket contouring usually with dark color, but today I'm using a little bit metallic color again from the same palette. Or should I just try out this? Let me try out this one actually. The Natio Natural Australian Beauty palette, and they have also really stunning, lots of color, really nice. Oh my god, that rose gold is also really stunning, guys. Here, can you see?
Yeah.
So it's really nice, but definitely this rose gold works, but now I'm going to contour it with this deep metallic purple color. So let's see, to get that little shiny effect.
Moshi wants to know how can she incorporate the metallic makeup trend for her eyes.
As I said, you guys can either do a smoky metallic look or you guys can do a beautiful winged eyeliner metallic look. So it depends. I would not say like use everything in one go, but I would say either play around doing it as a smoky way or a liner look. I don't think metallic just on the lower button looks really good, but I would say more a liner or full smoky eyes. That is my style, I would say. So the eyes are done. Now I'm going to show you guys a small makeup hack which is I'm going to do with the Bora eyeshadow palette. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to use this Mega Professional brushes, which is really nice, guys. You guys have to see the kit. Actually, I saw it in the morning. I was like, wow, this looks really cool to have at your house. So get it from Nykaa. This is really amazing packaging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to script a little bit out of this eyeshadow with something pointy. Let me take this brush. So I'm going to take out a little bit from here so you guys can see it became powdery. And then what I'm going to do is again, I'm going to spray some water into this brush, make it wet, and then take this powder so you guys can get the shimmer nicely in it. And look at my shirt, look here, down, 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 yes. And I'm going to apply it on the eyelid.
Urvi wants to know how can she highlight her Cupid's bow and brow bone.
Definitely highlighter, really like really shiny highlighters. I'm going to show you guys that, but always use a nice, look this side, highlighter to highlight it. And I'm going to show you girls also how to do it. Look at me. Yes. So this is a very easy makeup hack, guys. Whenever you guys have anything powdery, just apply water in it. It stays also longer and you guys get a liquid effect immediately. So one eye is done and I'm finishing this. And every time you guys use water, it stays longer usually. So eyeshadow, you guys can mix anything with water. There are also a lot of people to make the base stay longer. After doing the whole makeup and powdering, they apply a little bit water so it goes into the skin and then it stays when you powder it the second time. So this is a small trick what we do in Bollywood film industry. Now the eyes are done. Now I'm starting with the mascara. I'm using this mascara by Sugar. And it's really light. It doesn't look really fake. It really gives you a nice, it fills the eyelashes really well. Ananya has really, really thick lashes. But to make this look stand out, because it's the metallic look, I'm also using lashes, fake lashes. Actually, Ananya doesn't need, like when I apply this mascara, I can see. Look at me. Nice. Guys, this is a very natural looking mascara. It's really nice, I think, to use it every day. It doesn't really make it clumsy. It really looks natural. It's like almost the real effect by benefit. It's really good, I think. And it's really, the budget is really good, so it's affordable. Try it out, guys.
Sanya wants to know how can she stop her mascara from smudging.
Either you guys get waterproof, there's no other way. You guys have to have waterproof mascara. If you guys can avoid the waterproof mascaras, it's always better because it's always a little harmful to have the waterproof one because you guys have to rub in the night so much more so that it comes off. So I would prefer always the normal one, but yeah, for actors, it's very important. If it's an underwater scene or something, then if it's a humid time also, it's better to have waterproof. Otherwise, use any mascara. I would not say use waterproof. Yes. And I'm using right now on Ananya this Provoke lashes. They look really natural. Definitely not very natural. They're a little heavy though. But to get that look out, because this metallic eyes, lashes always look good. So I'm applying this fake lashes. I don't know out there how many of you use lashes. There's permanent lashes nowadays which you can fix, which is not really good, guys. I've seen people using it and they got really into trouble because you might lose your natural lashes. So I would say always, if you guys have a party to go to, wedding, functions or anything, it's better to have your lashes which you can remove in the night. There's nothing to worry. So do you guys, a lot of people don't know how to apply. Do you know how to use lashes?
I need someone to put them on, so hopefully you'll teach me.
But you can do it yourself. Actually, yeah. It's something what I've learned recently. You can do it alone also, but yeah, it's always easier if somebody is there too.
Using the right glue.
Yes, the glue is very, very important. There are so many different glues. Like I have this one, like they have multiple glues in the market, so you guys can get the glues, and there's a trick to remove it also. So that's where people get really scared how to remove it. So another trick what I want to tell you people is I never curl the lashes and then mascara. It's the rule what people do. First curl the mascara, lashes and then use mascara. But what I do when I use fake lashes, I apply first the mascara, then I apply the lashes. Look down here. So this Provoke lashes are really natural and nice, and it's 100% human hair. So guys, if you guys need lashes, definitely go and get your lashes from Provoke number 18, 0018. It is really stunning. It doesn't really gives you a very fake effect. It's really natural. And it's quite light, right, Ananya?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Comfortable.
Yes, it looks like it's very lightweight. It's not like those new lashes which you get from Dubai and all, which is quite heavy these days. But this is really natural and lightweighted. Now, as I said, the trick for me is always put the mascara, put the lashes on. What you guys can do is also twist it around a little bit, and then put it in an eyelid down. The side. You guys have to wait for a bit to dry it, and then comes the eyelash and curling bit with fake lashes. There's this full lash curler and this half lash curler. So I'm using this half lash curler. So you guys can see now the difference once. Look here. So what happens is the fake lash and the real lash comes together. See? You guys can see it. Look this side.
Mithali wants to know how can she wear this trend to work?
It depends on you. You can definitely wear it at work because it depends on how you carry it, Mithali, because I think it depends on person to person. So metallic look is something which is really trendy and stylish, and if you can carry it, just have the confidence and wear it. It's nothing like too outstanding. It's not blue lipstick, or it's not anything like nowadays, like what they come with green lipstick or blue mascara. It's something just like it's metallic and it's just stylish. So I think anybody can carry this. So now it's the highlighting portion, which I love doing, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution strobe lighting palette, which is really nice and which I also ruined a little bit. So I'm using the Revolution makeup highlighter, very little on the cheeks, here on the highlighting area, which gives you that nice shiny effect, which you guys can see now in the light. So it's quite natural and very little you guys can use it, so that you guys cheekbones looks really highlighted. Guys, make sure you guys don't use any highlighter anywhere else. What you guys can use it on the cheeks, high bones, and on the top of the nose, and very little in the middle, because if you guys use shimmer on your whole face, you guys just look burned out in pictures. So make sure you guys use very, very little on the Ananya has a perfect nose, she doesn't really need it. But for me, especially like if you have a big nose, it's always nice to have a little bit on the top, highlighting. Otherwise, I think very little. So that really highlights the cheeks. So I'm using the NYX high definition blush a little bit to get the color on your face. So girls, always when you girls get ready, make sure there's a little bit color on your face, and you guys can mix 1-2 blushes. I always believe one color is not correct, so I always mix 2-3 colors when it comes to blushes, lipsticks. So sometimes I get that perfect one color, but usually I mix 2-3 colors. So this is that little color which
Madhvi wants to know how can she use a highlighter without looking too shiny or oily?
Any highlighter will be a little bit shiny or oily. That's why they are highlighter or shining products. But if you guys do any shimmery products, you can try to apply your base very matte. Make sure that your face is not really oily before it, so that only the shine comes out. But any shiny products, if it's a strop cream or any creams, like say Bobbi Brown or MAC or Lakme, Revlon, any brands you guys are saying, you guys can only, that effect will be there. That's why it's there. But if you guys want to balance it, make sure that your base is super matte and the rest is like shiny and powdery and metallic. Now the blusher is done. So now it's time for the lips, and for the lips I'm using this amazing metallic kit by Makeup Revolution. It's really nice. It has a really nice shimmery effect, and also can you see it? See, Ananya? Yeah, so it's really deep, and it's going to be a statement, I feel, for the lips. So I'm going to use, it comes with the lip liner itself, so I'm going to use the lip liner first.
Neelam has a wheatish skin tone and wants to know the trending lip colors for the festive season.
Girls all out there, deep colors are really in. You guys can go with deep purple, deep red, deep anything, which is even gray and everything. It's really in trend right now, and especially with metallic, like deep purples and all look stunning if you guys do it. But make sure you guys don't do smoky eyes and deep color lips. So for Ananya, as you guys can see, I've kept the eyes quite simple, just with the metallic eyeshadow and a little metallic liner. But I'm going to play around with the lips because I feel too much of everything makes you look not correct. So just a little bit eyes, and then this kind of deep metallic lipsticks really works, I think, more.
Akanksha has thin lips and wants you to suggest how to make them look bigger.
Hi Akanksha, I think everybody goes through that problem of small lips, big lips. So there are multiple ways. As a makeup artist, I would say it's the safest is always draw your lip liner out. Ananya, how do you do it usually? Do you draw it out?
I use a lip plumper.
You use a lip plumper? There is lip plumpers.
Lip glosses.
Lip glosses are there also, exactly. But there is also injection, which everybody knows. But as a makeup artist, I would say the easiest is always draw out. For Ananya also, keep it normal and just normal. See, this is Ananya has a perfect lip. But if you guys want to show how to make it a little bit more bigger, we just draw it a little bit out. A lot of people are not comfortable with it. They feel their face changed. But yeah, just draw the lips a little bit outside. It's perfectly done then.
Gia wants to know what mistakes to avoid whilst applying makeup, metallic makeup.
As I said, try not to apply too many places metallic, like eyes, lips, and then also cheeks. If you guys go overboard, it just looks oily and metallic. You guys look like a robot. But I would say just apply the right portions, like maybe if you guys are doing the nudish eye, then go with a really nice metallic lip. Or if you guys are going with metallic eyes, go with a nudish natural lipstick.
Lakshmi has a copper highlighter and she wants you to suggest a good way to use it.
If you have a copper highlighter, you guys can use it in multiple areas because copper goes really good with Indian skin tone. So you can also use it on highlighting your cheeks. You can use it a little bit on the lid of your eyelid. Copper eyelid. Now asking this, I can also show you guys quickly one more trick. Again, spraying the water. I think I'm going to show you guys today everything with spraying water because I think it always brings the colors out really well. So coming to copper, which really is nice, is using the copper color on any eyeshadow, little bit, and look up, and apply it in the front, on the inner corner of the eyelid, which really opens the eye, and that really makes that metallic look also stronger. So for Ananya, I'm using only in the middle, metallic. Apply it a little bit under the eyes, the copper one. You guys can also use it as a blusher. Guys, as another hack, I can say any of this kind of palettes, easily you guys can use a small brush and use it also as a highlighter. Right now, I would not put more, but if you guys are really wearing a heavy Indian outfit and you guys want to have that metallic kind of a feel, you guys can actually go with this rose gold, white rose gold kind of a color and go ahead on top of it also. But it depends what you're wearing, what the occasion is. If it's a very heavy Indian outfit, you can go louder. But if it's not Indian, if it's a Western kind of an outfit, I would not say it because then it looks like too overboard. But this is the color. And another very important trick which I have been telling you from the morning, this Inlot has this amazing face and body illuminator which is also very metallic, and I used it on a few films. You guys get it in Nika. It's really nice. It's a little yellowish goldenish which you guys can see. So if you apply it by its own, it looks a little fake. So what I do is to get that really nice illuminated skin is the base which I have already made before, whichever you guys can have a little bit of this and then mix it in your hands, because then it looks really nice and healthy and nice and shiny. You guys can see the effect. Can you see that? So this is how we get the, oops, sorry, I can't come to this side. I should be standing on this side. So this is how we do it to get that really nice, healthy looking skin. And the plus point is then it will match your whole face and your arms, and pictures you want to look like weird. I have seen a lot of people when they do the makeup, they have like fair face and dark body. Have you seen it ever? Yes? No. Not really? I have seen it. Like, always make sure whatever base you guys have applied, apply it a little bit with any moisturizer, body moisturizer you guys have, or sunscreen, so that it's equalized. And I think I'm done almost. So always for finishing, make sure the hair is also a very, very important part. So give it to me. Now it's not a magic tongue or anything. It's just we kept it on before. It's not like, oh my God, this tongue doesn't need wire. Of course it needs. So ask me. Shoot out.
Payal wants you to suggest metallic makeup looks with ethnic wear.
Definitely do it. As I said before, it really looks good if you guys do some metallic looks for Indian. If it's a heavy outfit, definitely it makes more sense because it's nice. Metallic is in trend also right now, so play around. If you guys are young, play around with metallic looks because this is a time to play around. So I think this season everybody should be doing some metallic wonders. Yes, for sure.
Divya wants to know how can she embrace the metallic makeup trend without looking over the top.
Definitely, guys, as I said, don't try to do metallic everywhere, like not on the face, like eyes and the cheeks and the lips. Try to play around with one thing, either the eyes. If the eyes are really beautiful metallic, keep it, let it be the highlight. Or let it be the cheeks, the skin be the metallic feeling, which you can gives the shiny, healthy skin looking types, which is not really very, I would say, keep the eyes more metallic than the skin, because India is already very humid, and if you guys are going out for a wedding or party, you guys come and it starts sweating. I don't think it's really, I'm not recommending it so much unless you guys are inside, indoor, in an AC room or something. Go with metallic lips or metallic eyes. That's what I would prefer, definitely. Now bend down. 1 second like this. which is the small thing. Always, guys, in this humid, make sure that you guys spray also enough that it stays up. And here it is. I can't see, guys, there's no mirror in front of me, but this is the look I would say would go. Spray it well, and yeah, here it is, guys, the metallic look on Ananya. Ananya hasn't seen it yet. Let's see. Let me show Ananya. Ananya, are you ready to see it?
Yeah.
Ready? Here it is. You like it?
Oh my god.
Genuinely say you like it?
Yeah, the lips are crazy. I love it.
Okay, lovely. So Ananya is happy. I'm really happy. So any more looks you guys want to know about or what's going on? And yeah, this was the metallic look by me and Ananya. And we used this amazing Nykaa products, guys, out there. There are some excellent products like this lashes. I'm in love. I'm really, really happy with the Pro Concealer. And yeah, even this lip gloss is really nice. So I think, guys, it's time for you guys all to go and see what's there online and get the stuff, because metallic is really in trend. And I hope to see you guys all very, very soon. And till next time, bye.